All right. Welcome back to Think Collectibles, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for showing up, everyone that's in the chat. Welcome. I got my good buddy Will back again. Will is from Cali, Bay Area statue community, and he had another unboxing. And we actually didn't have anything planned this week as far as show was going on, just because life got in the way. But then Will was like, "Hey man, I got a last minute thing. Can we accommodate it?" And with my schedule these days, I can't do anything before like this time right now, 11:30 my time and 8:30 his time. So it actually worked out. So we're very excited to have him here. Our buddy Carlos is backstage as well. He's in there. I don't know, Carlos, can you hear us? Or are you still working on audio? He might be still working on audio. That's fine. That's fine. No worries, man. You work out your audio. But anyway, Will, how are you doing tonight, man? Let's say hi to you before we bring in before we say hi to the chat.
All right, thank you everybody again for tuning in and checking out another unboxing with me. I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing this. Tashi, thank you very much for having me on your show again. Um, it's just a passion of mine. I'm meeting a lot of people locally, a lot of Bay Area people, and been helping some people sell some things. And this unboxing I'm doing today, as you saw from the title, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, XM Studios 1/6 scale. I don't particularly collect 1/6 scale. I do quarter and 1/3. So that's kind of where I'm at. But it's an awesome piece. He asked me to do the unboxing today. Sorry, my cat just jumped on the table. And this piece is up for grabs too. He wants to let it go. So I've never seen this piece in person. The box is huge. It's 35 by 30 by 12. So it's a really big box. And yeah, man, I can't wait to take it apart and get this ball rolling.
So wait, this isn't your piece?
No, this is not my piece.
Okay.
Yeah. So a potential buyer was on and off about purchasing something from me, and then when I met up with him, he asked me if I could help him sell his J&D Catwoman, which I posted, and I did sell it. So then he's like, "Well, I have this 1/6 scale. Do you think you can do that too?" I said, "Give it a try. I have no problem with helping a Bay Area fellow sell his stuff. Not only Bay Area, I've helped a few other people outside state. So, but it does give me a chance to go ahead and unbox these things and let people know they are up for grabs. Not all my pieces. I have Wonder Woman on a boat right now, headed this way. That one for keeps. I'm not selling her, but yeah, it's all about it's all about networking, meeting other people, and seeing what they have. And if they want to get rid of it, I'll do a live unboxing, and then I'll do what I love to do, and they get to sell their product. So it's a win-win.
Right on. Okay. So, right on. So, why don't we get going? And I see you've got it. You already started. I haven't broken out the alcohol yet, so I am going to.
Yeah, that's my third double of the day. So it was.
Yeah, man, you're channeling me.
Yeah, I gotta catch up with you. I don't know if I'm gonna start stripping just yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Hey, you know what? Just because I have no shame doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't.
No, it doesn't. All right, so I'm opening it up. Just so you have an idea, I didn't pull the whole art box out, but this is
not for XM, man. That shit is heavy as hell.
Yeah, so that's just the top half of the art box. So it's just a Green Lantern ring, and as you can see, I'm about 5'10", built like a brick. So this thing's as wide and as big as I am. So it's pretty massive.
So while you're kind of getting situated, before I forget, I'm gonna say hi to the chat while you're kind of getting situated, because I always forget. Hey, welcome Dennis Perez. What's going on, my man? Thanks for being here. Lane, what's going on? I think Lane might be joining us in a minute if he's feeling up to it. Tomkinson, my man, what's going on? Our boy from our tribe, Oscar, what's going on? Zermo boy, what's going on, my man? FBJ, Freddie in the house. What's going on, my man? Michael Reyes, hello. Thanks for support. Mutant X, thanks for your support. Chasen's in the house. I messaged him to see if I don't know if he's out or or whatnot. Because I'm trying to leave the man alone and let him enjoy his Friday nights,
Definitely.
girl and everything. So,
Hey,
what
There he
William, it's
is.
so
shit?
good to join you again. Hello,
All
Carlos,
right, yeah.
sir.
Hey, what's up, Carlos? He's still trying to figure out his audio, I think.
He's been like
Well-
40 minutes trying to figure his audio.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
as you can see, new background.
Yeah. I know you moved. What is that sound, Lane? Jesus.
Hmm?
You got like an AC unit on or something, Lane? Or is
Oh,
that
you know what?
traffic
How's that?
outside?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oh no, it was right. My microphone was right next to my compuper.
Oh, that would be
It's the fan. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have
Lane, you have a
everything-
tattoo?
No.
Oh. Well, Jason said you had a tattoo.
No. What? Jesus. So how's
Carlos.
everybody doing?
We're good. Carlos, you all right, man? All right, hang on. I'm gonna. One sec. All right. So, Nelson Ortega, what's going on? Hey, Brian Wong, my man. Singapore in the house. What's going on,
All
Brian
right.
Wong? What's going on, my man? Good to hear you. Good to see you. All right, yeah. So while Lane and Carlos are getting situated, hang on. Let me just tell him that you can also join from your phone if all else fails. Well, he's figuring that out. But yeah, man, let's see what is up. Nelson's like, is this a workout video? No, this is not a workout video. Will's just out like overly jacked for no freaking reason.
Well, have you ever? I mean, you've lifted XM statues at one point. You know that being jacked does not hurt for some of these.
No,
I mean,
no.
William's going to be up there, in a couple months, like just one hand pressing up pieces of that Maestro statue, and he's just going to be like, we're going to be watching collectors as they collapse under the weight of that particular statue and stuff.
Well, hang on. For me, it's different. I get shit faced, and that's why I collapse on the statues.
Well, for me, it's just I got polio string cheese arm, so it's.
But I mean, I would say the heaviest one I picked up was that Wonder Woman bust, that Infinity Studios one, and then I had to go 3 flights of stairs, so that was a bit of a challenge for that one. That was a workout.
I would say no to that. I would say, hey, buddy, I don't care if you're 2 hours away. Please come back, and let's both lift this thing, please.
No, I just I figured I'll get a 1-to-1 time with Gal Gadot in my arms. And I was like, yeah, this is worth it.
I would have said you just had that thing, and then I would picture just the original opening theme to the old 80s Incredible Hulk show just started playing.
Just turning green.
So Tom is asking, Will said this piece is for sale. What is the price? You can hit up Will. Do you want people to hit you up? I hope it'd be easier.
Just tell them to message me, and then we'll go from there. First come, first serve. So whenever I'm done with the show, if I have time to look at it, I will. If not, tomorrow morning. Probably got a busy day tomorrow
Tom,
and Sunday. So
it's William Alves. If you know him, great. If you don't know him, you know me. Hit me up, and I will put you guys in the group message together, and that way we can get you going there. So Mutant X, what's going on? Oh, we got 2 Singaporeans in the chat. What's going on, Mutant X? I didn't know you were from Singapore. So yeah, man. While we're doing that, Carlos is on the way. He's getting his audio squared away. So let's get going. Will, this is a pretty big piece for those of you who do not know. This is 1/6, but it's pretty fucking ginormous.
From what I'm looking at here, the pictures don't do it any justice. And for those that don't know, don't trust the pictures when you see it. Sometimes you look at it and you're like, man, that thing looks terrible. But in person, it'll completely change your mind. J&D Catwoman, I saw the pictures. She looked like she had a fish head. But when I had her in person in my hands, that was like 10 out of 10, man. That thing was amazing.
I was going to say, I can from firsthand experience say, Payne, J&D sometimes is one of the, that statues in general.
You can't capture it on camera. J&D, the way the silicon, you cannot capture on camera. Once you see it in person, you're like, oh, I understand why people like this thing. It's just you can't. Yeah, from pictures, everyone's gonna hate on it, but then until you hold it in your hand and you're like, holy shit, then you're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
So,
I see a lot of judgment sometimes in some of the statues and what people are saying, and I'm like, okay, I've seen that in person. It's a lot better with what you guys are saying. So the pictures don't do
yeah,
anything justice, man.
yeah.
So,
That's exactly it.
so William, a question real quick, just before you start pulling stuff out, because I've seen
Yeah.
this statue actually unboxed once before. I was wondering for your, for your rotator there, what's
Mhm.
the size of it, so people
This
have an
is
idea.
this is a 16-inch diameter,
Okay,
I think. Let me verify that.
Carlos,
Just a-
what's going on, man? Can you hear
Yeah.
us?
I got it. I got it finally.
Ah, there we go, my man, my man.
Hey,
Woohoo!
guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's good to see you, man. So glad that you can make it in. Thank you, dude. Ivy looks so
I,
dope
I
back there.
apologize with you on the audience,
No,
and I was
no.
trying to when I was putting the volume up, it was the microphone, not the audio, so I had to
Ooh.
go out of the app, put the volume up, and now it's figured out. So I apologize. We're
You're
here.
good,
We're
man.
good.
You're
man,
good. You're
man,
good.
that
All right.
base is really big on her. Not
Yeah,
just
it
seeing
is.
it right there, just seeing how huge it is. But
It's a beautiful piece. That Ivy is gorgeous, man.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations.
and now there's a
Green Ivy.
sequel.
Green Ivy represents,
Yeah.
And now there's a sequel.
and then we
Yeah.
have this other.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that beautiful Omega Red and Ivy. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
just fabulous.
They look like a couple made in heaven.
Right. And that's the thing. You guys may not know this. So the reason, like Carlos, I, and Will, and like Connor, and there's a whole bunch of us. We're all friends. We're kind of like in a group chat, and a lot of us dabble in the custom world. But for me lately, I don't do comic anymore. Period. It's just strict actor likenesses for me. So, but between like Carlos, Will, Connor, even Lane, the amount of comic knowledge that they know is pretty up there. I just don't give a fuck. Hence I get shit faced for your entertainment.
Hey, cheers.
Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows their niche.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. You drink water.
Well, I just said everybody knows their niche. See, everybody's on the But
I will say, yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying I was asking about the base thing there, so people have an idea because. We a lot of times I think we think of Prime One being kind of, not considering real estate for their bases as we were just talking about. But X, I don't think because we don't talk about X as much because I think they do a lot more comic stuff. Is even their 6 scales because I had the Sinestro 6 scale, and the Parallax base for that was heavy, so ridiculously heavy and huge. For being just a 6 scale statue. I mean, it was 22 inches tall.
Will, you said the box was pretty big, right? How big is this box?
The box is 35 by 30 by 12.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's how big. I think Sinestro's box. Yeah, it was that big. It was that big.
Okay.
So
okay.
35 by 30 by 12.
That's insane. That's a lot of box for a 1/6, man.
Yeah.
But then again, if you put it on the side, it's not too bad, right? It's not very, very tall.
Right. The depth, yeah.
Yeah, but when you're looking at shipping purposes, you want it more condensed. So they could have done this a little condensed. They went 24 inches by maybe 30, and then it'll work out a little bit better. But they kind of, I don't know.
Their boxes are always kind of flatter with seeing whatever reason the style
It's
instead
like
of being thicker like Prime One or some of the other things do it.
Right. Yeah.
Is it a single level?
Yes.
Box.
Yeah. Single level. Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
This is why I don't buy the XM Samurai line because they're always double boxes and double layer and they're super thick. So it's just this is too much. But anyway, bro, go ahead. Will, go ahead.
Well, a lot of the customs do that, right? The Psylocke I got from that one company, she had 3 layers. It's like, okay. So a lot of people are doing what they can to condense everything.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
How many pieces? Sorry, go ahead, Carlos.
No, you go ahead.
How many pieces is this one supposed to be?
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces.
So
they're just 10 big pieces.
Yeah, so it's the base, the body. There's only one small piece, and that's the power coming from the ring to the artillery. So that's the smallest piece I could see here in terms of size.
All right. Definitely go ahead and get started and not keep the audience waiting.
Yep.
But while we are doing that, you guys entertain the chat or entertain the show for a minute because I need to get some alcohol. I will be right back.
Yeah.
I told him to do it earlier. Like I said, this is my third double. I was like, dude, just go now. And he's like, I'll do it later. I was like,
well, he's got he figures how everybody knows green is go, so everybody's just going to be going focusing on what you're doing because they're just going to be enveloped in green.
Right. But yeah, so it came only with the instruction. Well, I guess it's not really an instruction, just a little blueprint. If you guys could look there.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks nice. Just that.
Yeah, so those are all the pieces. I guess only quarter scale comes with the fine art print, which is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. So I'll go ahead and start pulling the base out, but that's the only extra that this came with on the 1/6 scale. And this is my second XM. I had Witchblade, and I let her go because I decided not to collect that line. So this is the second XM I get on my hands and get to look at. So here we go.
So, mister, you've had 6 shots. Make sure you're careful holding that shit. And for the record, Jesus Christ, look, motherfucker, I cannot, oh my God, I do not know how to do this shit sober. You guys ever watch Friends? You remember Fun Bobby from Friends? I'm fucking Fun Bobby, all right? So, I don't know how people do this bullshit sober.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow, that looks nice, William. I like the paint already I can see on there.
So this one's 64 out of 258.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Oh, don't show the base. The serial numbers on it.
Oh, well, too late. Zoom in on it. So yeah, so the base.
So let me disclaimer. This has happened before. A YouTuber or reviewer showed an XM base, and some asshole stole the serial number, and it took a lot of work to give it back to the correct owner. And
Gotcha.
if you're one of those, well, you know what? I think our audience, most of the people are not like that. But
no.
Other people, if anybody rando that doesn't usually watch my channel, you do that shit, I'll cut your fucking. Oh my God. Anyway.
Don't you just love that random comments and random threats of violence? It is the pain channels.
I will cut the vein like right between the cock skin. I will cut the vein right there.
That's trademark pain.
That's where it'll fucking hurt.
Yeah, you see, when he's saying that about a statue he doesn't even own, if someone's like they're trying to run off with his Harley Quinn, like just grabs the Harley off the base, I would hate the thing what Payne would do to them. He'd make sure to catch it first, then he would do horrible things to them probably.
Well, first, I will pull the vein underneath the scrotum where the cock skin is and make a cut right there, and then I'm going to take this fucking needle and poke it through the dick hole.
He really thought about that a lot.
Yeah, I know. See, look at right. See, that shows how fast he is because he's like, someone touched his J&T statue, and then there was like an auto response already built up in his subconscious.
I just made that up. I made that up on the fly.
No.
I made that up on the fly. I swear to God, I made it up on the fly.
His inner super ego has had some comment like that just saved up in the memory bank, waiting for the scenario where he consciously can speak it.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Hey, that base is good though.
No.
Tell us what you think.
It looks really good. I'm not sure where the base is, if it's on an off planet or something like that. I don't really know the story behind this piece. But the paint works really good. There is a lot of detail in terms of crater. It kind of looks like an asteroid, like a piece of an asteroid or something. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of little small holes. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of detail in this painting. I'm surprised that they put a lot into it.
So there's like a good contrast. There's like shadows and highlights and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, there is. There's a lot of good dry brushing that they did here. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that they did this well with this paint job.
So,
go ahead. But XM usually does pretty well because the Witchblade I had, her paint was really good too. So
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised. This is the newest piece I've seen. I haven't seen anything newer like the stuff. Maybe hopefully someday one of our community people have the Maestro and I can see it firsthand. But till then, this is it.
But you know what? I mean, they've always been good. My first and only XM piece was the Batman Shogun. And again, that thing was amazing. I mean, XM excels in quality. Back then, they still used to do like the book, where you had the configurations and the box layouts and everything. Now they only do the pamphlet with a code where you can go and see the instructions or the video. But back then, you had the book and you had the print, and those boxes are tough. They're difficult to open. They're like vacuum sealed, so they're high quality. And paint job is amazing. Detail, sculpt, everything.
Yeah, I had the XM white Magneto, and the instruction book was actually printed all wrong, so the instructions were completely wrong. Like the colors were all in the wrong place. Everything was out of order. It was actually pretty funny, but not. But hang on real quick. We gotta say hi to the chat. CT603 says, "In bed, dozing off to the sounds of pain cutting off your dreams." That's my audience. That's what I'm here for.
That's if you expect anything less from a pain stream, then you're like
Exactly.
need to go listen to say some ASMR
Somebody else.
or something like that.
Yeah. Nelson says, "Cut them in the taint." Yes, and he says, "Good time brought to you by Malibu," which today we are still on Malibu watermelon.
Oh, you got it this time.
I do have watermelon. I had Malibu last week too. And then Freddie says he rather I go for his fingernails than the PPO.
I don't know. I think either one kind of ends really badly and painfully, but I guess maybe the fingernails slightly.
But,
Wow, how did we get on?
How did we get here? It only took like 15 minutes. But for everybody who, first of all, for everybody who's still here, thank you all. You know what you're getting into. You know what stream you're watching. You know who, and you know which motherfucker you're talking to. And you know what? For everyone who's here, I appreciate you. And
are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Go f yourself.
Yeah.
Go f yourself. Go f yourself.
You, Nicole, you, and your sidekick.
What was all that? I couldn't hear anything.
There were too many bleeps.
Watch the replay. It was beautiful. It's beautiful.
I noticed now Payne is sponsored by StreamYard, or at least he rants are powered.
It
by
means
StreamYard.
I've never paid for StreamYard in my life. That's what that is. But anyway, salute.
Oh yeah, salute to everybody watching. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for watching the Drunk Channel.
I'm not there yet. 6 shots not enough.
Well, you're built like a fucking tank, so it's gonna take a little bit more than that to kill you over, you little bitch.
Yeah, I don't wanna kill that whole bottle of bourbon tonight.
Well, don't, and then be careful with the piece, especially since you're selling.
Well, yeah, you try to keep the piece in one.
Yeah, keep the piece in one piece.
Well, if I do break it, I guess it's just mine, and I gotta pay for it. It is what it is.
And then it's exempt, so you can buy a replacement, so that's okay.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's true.
Actually, yeah, PSA, if you didn't know, as long as you register the serial number to your name, if you have a problem with an XM piece, you can email them and you can get parts very easily, and you pay for it. Now, within the first year it's under warranty, so you email them, they'll replace it. After the first year, you just pay for parts, and they're fair. They're not too bad. I've done it twice. I've had to do it twice. So
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Make you want to collect XM and not everything else.
Well, that's the thing. I don't do comics. So for me, it's like, XM doesn't make anything that I like. But when I was doing XM, it's great because I never have to worry because the packaging is always like next to bomb proof. Well, not bomb proof, but it's very good packaging. It's vacuum.
It is.
It's hard to get out of the box, so I never have to worry about them. But anyway.
And I heard that I think Prime 1's starting to do the straps now. I think they're learning. That's what I was told.
I've seen Prime 1 Blitzway do the straps, but that's Blitzway, not Prime 1. Prime 1 regular, okay. I don't know yet.
Prime 1 needs to stop doing tape, man. Same thing as like F and Sideshow. Like
Wait,
Put
Carlos,
the extra 50 cents.
have you seen it? Have you seen it different, Carlos? Is it tape
No.
or just?
No, but then again, right now, I mean, Prime One, I've only had Batman Who Laughs, and then Ivy, I believe. So I haven't seen that many. I have the Hush
You got a bunch
Batcave.
coming in soon. You got a
Yeah,
bunch coming in soon, right?
yeah, I have them all coming soon.
What you
that-
got? What you got coming next, real quick?
The black Hush Batcave
Oh,
Batman.
That's gonna be dope, dude. That's gonna be a dope piece.
That
And
one
then,
right there.
again,
Batman, not
the
Superman.
Oh,
Batman,
you're talking
the-
about the cave. Okay, that's all I heard was black something. I was like, hey, Prime One, hush.
yeah,
Okay, I know which one you're
the
talking about.
Batcave Batman.
Yeah,
Right on,
yeah,
right on.
that cave ever.
And then again, if we manage to do a live unboxing or something, it's gonna
Sure.
be good because right now there's none. There's none in YouTube. I couldn't find. I've been looking for months. Hey,
Oh shit! It's Mrs. Will.
No, it's not Miss. This is my baby girl. This is my oldest
Oh.
daughter, Giselle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't tell from
No, it's
afar.
okay.
hey,
She's-
hide the booze. Hide the booze.
It's Will Jr.
It's Will Jr. Yeah, this was my firstborn. Yeah, she's.
Oh, how old is
she
he?
wanted-
Hi, Will Jr. How old are you?
He said, "Hi, Will Jr. And how old are you?"
I'm 18.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she just turned 18 in December.
We're gonna be like beating people off with a stick.
Yeah. Well,
That's why you got those guns. That's why you're so jacked.
Yeah. Well, I got two daughters. The other one's not here. She's at a prom or something. So,
Okay.
Basketball
This is-
game. It's not a basketball game.
a basketball game or something. Okay,
Hi,
let me
it's
finish
the
my work.
same. Yeah, prom, basketball game, exactly the same. You know.
She's gone. Yeah, she's gone. You know, she dressed up nice and she took off.
There you go.
But yeah, I do have Wonder Woman coming in, so we'll take a look at her box and see.
We'll take a look at her box. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
she is wearing a skirt.
well,
Hey,
all I can say is you're talking about the XM because I have had and unboxed the Sinestro, but you're giving me. I sold that actually like a while ago last year, but you got me already now kind of going in the back of my head because my next two statues I have that I'm gonna get are XMs, the Catwoman purple and the King Batman Who Laughs. And
That's a nice one.
Oh,
I like
that's
that purple.
awesome.
that you guys had me worried about that box, reminding me how much I'm gonna want to chuck the box out the window.
it's
probably.
gonna be good because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You're gonna enjoy that.
That Batman though has me worried just with the base because that's got all the stupid bat ghouls and stuff on
Nah,
it.
it'd be
It's gonna be
alright.
How many
fantastic.
layers could that be? Because that thing's gonna be like 30 inches tall.
I mean, the Prime One Dark Knights from Death Metal. I mean, there's no point of comparison except for that one. That's the only XM I like from that line. That Robin King with the Darkest
Oh,
Night.
the
That's
Darkest-
the crown jewel there. I like that one.
My problem is I fudging hate the Darkest Night. That was the last look to the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah,
Sorry for
I didn't like
spoilers
that
for
either.
anybody for Death Metal, but it's been out
All
for
right,
3 or 4
hang
years.
on.
now.
We got to pause for
Hey.
one quick second because Jimmy. you bastard.
Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy? But Jimmy, you bastard. Oh my god. I guess.
He wants you to prove that you are the Iron Man. Come on, you got a Tony Stark in, man.
I'm the iron asshole. How about that?
Mm.
Y'all can suck my dick. So I guess I'm doing this. Jimmy, my man, thank you. You don't have to do this. I appreciate you doing this. You don't have to. It means a lot. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for that. So least I can do is son of a bitch. Here we go. Drink up, punk ass motherfuckers.
Take it to the head.
Oh, pain. Oh my gosh, pain.
Ah,
Yeah, you can
Let
feel that.
let that burn in the pee hole. Oh, motherfucker, that was good.
Pain, I have to say just behind you real quick before we maybe get William to put more of a set together. That setup, I know it's on the floor and everything. Are you thinking of if you can get a shelf big enough to go in that spot,
Yeah,
you would actually set them up like that?
Yeah, I talked to somebody. He's gonna build a pedestal for me. So it's gonna be like a 24-inch pedestal. So Hulkbuster will be 60 inches high and flush with my eye. and it's going to be like 48 by 40 by 24, so it'll fit all of the Avengers, or at least all of this set. And then I think I'm going to get the. I'm going to be a hypocrite, and as much as I shit on Sideshow with my hate, I'm going to buy the Black Panther statue because that's the only Black Panther that in the market movie one, other than the custom that I know of, but I don't want to wait 2 years. And I might be getting the Tom Holland Iron Spider-Man, but yeah, I'm kind of like deep in the Avengers line right now.
So that's like
movie
going to be your ultimate quarter scale setup, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but I just.
Hey,
so
Connor's in
Tashi,
the house. What's up, Connor?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Connor?
Hey.
Hey, cheers to Connor.
So Tashi, so that Hulkbuster you got there, and you're doing a pedestal. Are you gonna make it to where it fits through the door? Or you got to build it inside the room.
No, it will rotate and you can come through the door.
Okay.
It can come up the stairs, rotate, and then come through the door. Yeah.
Yeah, I had someone make a mistake. They purchased the Magneto from LBS with the EX version or whatever, XL version or whatever it is, and he ordered a plexiglass box, but it doesn't fit through the doors, so he can't get in the house.
Oh my god! Ouch!
So that sucks. So he's got to like cut it and then try to.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a mess. I was like, oh man, that sucked, and that shit is not cheap. That shit was like almost as expensive as a statue. So make sure you do your measurements before you decide to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. Jimmy's saying I need more Iron Man. I'm like, Jimmy, first of all, I've gone as far as crazy as you with the Iron Man. I'm getting the 1/4 mark. I've got the 43 coming to match the Hulkbuster. I've got the 1/4 mark. So okay, I've got the 43 coming. I've got the Rescue from Queen. I've got the Mark III with the Ironmonger base, and then from Hot Toys, I got the 1/4 Iron Man with the gantry. And I hate to admit this, but I just bought the Mark V diecast Hot Toy, so that's gonna come next week.
Oh, I gotta say real quickly that all I can say is now with Pain and Hot Toys, victory! We have gotten victory! He has fallen to the Hot Toys army. Their advance has claimed his soul, and he has zero escape. At least from Iron Man.
No, dude, I bought Bo-Katan today. After I set up Anakin and I took pictures, I bought Bo-Katan today. I finally caved. And
she might be the one that with the movement though, the joints and stuff might annoy you a little.
Yeah, I don't know. I bought Bo-Katan today, and then Mark V's arriving on Tuesday, and then we don't even want to talk about what else I got on order. So
now you need the deluxe Mando and Child, with a chrome armor and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: deluxe Mando and Child, or do I go 1/4 Mando and Grogu?
No.
Don't do the
You
quarter.
have the 1/6 Bo-Katan, you get the 1/6 Mando and Child. Deluxe.
Oh yeah.
Plus the speeder bike.
Okay, let's send Toshi completely diving over the board. I would say you can get the regular Chrome Mando, but there's only $45
I didn't care about the
difference
Boba
in
stuff.
pads.
I don't care about the Boba
Yeah,
stuff.
you just need most people unless if you get the swoop bike, because like I own the swoop bike, then you need to buy. Probably should get the deluxe, even at some point, because you might want to put that stuff.
Is the swoop bike big?
Yes.
Like very long?
Yes.
With the display?
It's like size, maybe length of the bat pod.
That's in the bat. Okay. So yeah, I kind of So anyway, fuck all of y'all. You're enablers. You're friends,
Just
but you're
get the Mando. Get the Mando. That's fine. That's fine.
You're enablers because. Now I didn't drop as much money on Hot Toys as I did with like what Chasen did, but I did drop enough that I'm pissed at myself. So screw you guys. I'm gonna go listen to my Britney Spears album.
There you go.
Oops, I did it again.
Yeah. All right, Will, we better unbox something because you've been sitting there and I feel bad. Like you're sitting there.
It's fine. It's fine.
You're sitting there going, "What the fuck am I doing here? This fucking bastard asked me to come on his stream, and he's there talking shit, and I don't get to unbox my thing, and blah blah blah." I get it. It's cool. I get it.
No, it's all good, man. I like to listen.
No, but let's
so
put this I actually really like this piece that you're doing, dude. I've never owned it, but I've almost bought it like several times.
So
Ooh.
looking at the what would you call this? Is this his like cosmic power? I guess you would say.
Well, it's the
Construct,
willpower.
right? That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a construct.
The willpower
construct.
construct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what
So-
Green Lanterns run off of.
You know, in the box, it looks a lot darker. Actually, let me do something here
You
real
want to bring
quick.
it to second cam?
No, I was, I think it's been in the box so long that look at it. It's got a lot of little dust in there, man. It's like bothering me. So it's been boxed up. I don't think the owner of this ever displayed it.
Dust it up. Yeah.
So I think he just opened it and put it in a box and stuck it in the garage because he doesn't have much space, just like everybody else. But it looks actually better than looking down in the box. So when you look down in the box and you're not in the lighting, it looks a lot darker. And I would prefer it to be more see-through plexiglass, like in the cartoon. So if you ever watch that,
You mean like
Is it translucent or no?
what's that?
You
Is
mean
it
like
translucent or no?
No, it's not translucent where you can look through it or anything like that. It's a little
Okay.
bit, yeah, it's a little opaque green, but it looks good in the lighting. So if you have some good lighting with it, I mean, even from your camera angle, you can see it's pretty bright green, at least what I'm looking at. Yeah, there you go. So it looks pretty bright green, and I'll put it in its peg, which goes right back here. And there you go.
All right.
So from what I'm looking at the camera with the lighting, it looks way better than it does in the box.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, I'm gonna interstitial real quick. CT603 says your lightsaber effects look good, so here you go, buddy. This is for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Now there are a couple of whirlwinds in there.
I think he's got too many expensive anime.
Yeah, no, I'm not
close
gonna
to
move
him.
this. I'm not gonna move this fucking thing. I'm scared.
Exactly.
So I'll point it towards camera
Jimmy
two.
says I have Hot Toys Mark V in my cart at Sideshow. Yeah, Jimmy, I broke down. I bought it. I bought the die cast because I wanted the head sculpt, and I didn't care for the rubber suit thing.
Are you
But
getting
yeah,
the Mark III?
I'm getting the Queen one, the Queen Mark III, not the Hot Toys one.
Nice.
But yeah, William, let's continue.
Okay, just trying to figure out where these other pieces go because
Yeah, there's
The
like 5
sheet-
or 6 guns or something, right?
yeah, the sheet only shows like a picture of it in the box. It doesn't show you how to install it. So I'm
Yeah, there's a QR code that leads to a video, but then again, you're doing it live, so
right. So I'm assuming it goes like this, but the key didn't go in all the way. Or
they're
it
not
goes,
color coded or anything. No.
No, they're not color coded.
No,
Or it could,
this was one of the earlier sets where the earlier stuff where they weren't color coding things yet.
Yeah.
So-
the other one.
so with the keys, they don't sit in 100% unless it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
But if someone can shoot out a picture, I think it goes like this
Oh, you need that? Here, I can pull a picture up.
because there's no other way to put it. It's not like the Mystique I did where every peg fit everything, right? So
Actually, you know what? I can share. Let me pull up the video, and I can share the video instead. It will probably be a lot smarter.
I could have swore I saw it, and I'm using both my phones, so I can't go through my phone and see
Yeah, no, I can share it. I can share it.
because I do have a picture of it on my phone just in case. But yeah, like I said, it's not too translucent. Some spots you can see a little daylight come out, some edges, but yeah, it's a little more opaque. I guess that's how. I mean, making the resin that thick, you're not going to get super translucent.
Yeah.
and that's okay. I get it, but I have seen the other XMs where it's a lot more
All right,
translucent.
can you see? So you put. I think you have it right. Those two.
No, the guns
No,
are
they're
downwards.
Oh, yeah,
they're
downwards.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're stands. They're like peg stands.
Okay.
So it's like a mech, right? Those are like legs, and then you have the weapons.
Yeah, so those are legs.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to lift the thing up and put the legs on first before
Yep,
you
yep,
feed in
yep.
together.
I do remember that now. Thank you, Tashi.
Hmm Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry,
There you
guys.
go.
This channel is fuckface unboxing, so we don't do anything legit here.
Right.
We just kind of wing it as we go. You see, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does. But the placement.
All right, hang on.
So-
Let me look.
Okay, I'll get it. It's just
Unless
So
they're
you put
backwards,
the-
no?
No, that keys into those two holes over there. The
Yeah,
legs
but
key
this
into
back-
those.
this back one is not keying in because this leg. There we go. I don't want to force it. I don't want to force it because that means I gotta buy it.
So the other thing too is that with a lot of I actually just did a repair today. Hang on, let me bring the share back. I just did a repair today where sometimes it's been in the box too long. So here it is. You see how those three legs key in?
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Well,
been in the
okay.
box too long, and you might have to hair dryer the fucking thing.
Yeah, this one. Okay, let me work it. Yeah, you're right, Tashi. I might have to hair dry this a little bit, but because it's hitting the. So this leg right here is hitting some of the rock, and it's not letting it go down further. But there are no keys for these two. They just kind of sit there.
Right.
But well, I guess it's all right. You're gonna display them like this anyways because he's facing this way.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it doesn't strip the paint right now or cause any problems, it should be all right.
No, I think it's okay. Maybe it's supposed to sit right there.
So actually, that's actually a really good segue. So guys, on Monday, I'm going to have another video on how to repair simple things like having to use a hairdryer to heat certain parts just so that they fall into place. I had the XM Gambit come in, and one of the pieces wasn't sitting, and then the hairdryer was what fixed it. And really, the technique is just use a hairdryer, not a heat gun. Set it to high and leave it for about between 1 to 3 minutes. It will soften and become malleable enough that you can just slide things into place. So I'll have a video on that coming up on Monday. But
Yes,
but this is a
way
good
better.
example, and this happens just because it's been in box too long, shipping, or been in storage too long, yada yada. So
Yeah, it maybe one leg's different than the other. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can.
So
Yeah.
the video it shows you have to put the two legs together and then put all three in at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that because I did watch the video this time around, but it's maybe I had each leg on backwards. So let me see. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
each
Yeah.
leg.
Yep, there you go.
Totally
You had it on
backwards.
nice.
So
Call.
yeah. So the legs were on backwards, and that's why even though they look like they're pretty much identical, good thing I like about Prime One and what they did is they color code every spot to put some. So blue matched with blue, green with green, red with red, and that made it a lot more easier. But maybe because this is an older XM piece, that's why it's just is what it is, and you got to figure it out. I guess that's the fun of unboxing.
I don't know if this is showing, but this is one of the tendrils from Ivy. And yeah, you can see the red spot, which matches the base, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the Fabok was the same thing. All the bats had different color coded for the magnet. Now you just put them in each place. Even though I forgot to put one bat on the unboxing because I thought I had all of it, and I actually found an extra bat. Go figure. But
And actually, that's a good quick segue. So Carlos, you had an issue with Ivy, one of the vines. How did you fix it? Because I remember you did some repair work on it, right?
Actually, that was it. Let me pull it back out. Oh, that's this one. Unless I break it again. No. So this this tip here, it snapped off around there.
Okay.
And it was missing. I mean, I don't know if I broke it, if it came like that, because I bought it secondhand. So I don't really know. And it had a couple of like paint scuffs and nothing major. One of the vines was broken because there was a very, very thin wall. So it snapped, but I was able to piece it together and just use some paint, dry brushing, and whatever. But this, I had to do like a major. Actually, this is the most I've ever repaired anything. I basically did a little, drilled a little hole, did a bit of wire, and then green stuff. Used green stuff to kind of sculpt this end, and then just painted it. So
How did you match the paint? Just took the time to sit there and.
And it took like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, I didn't give it so much thought, and it looks pretty good.
I mean, it looks seamless, so I can't even tell that you repaired it.
Looks good. Yeah.
But it was luckily it was of something simple. But yeah, I mean that's the most I've ever repaired anything.
Well, I mean that's the thing, guys. You know, you do this hobby long enough, and you start learning, inadvertently starting having to learn how to do things. You know, just how it is. So.
Yeah, you gotta learn the little tricks and stuff to make it look decent. If you're not much of a painter, you don't have that kind of skill. Black Sharpie works great for pieces that break or black. So, you know,
Black Sharpie. I love this guy.
You glue it together, put a little black Sharpie, rub your finger on it, and voila, it's magically fixed. So
something I've learned in this hobby is YouTube and the right tools will take you most of the way. I mean, it really simple enough if you have the materials and a quick YouTube video.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hang on, Carlos. Next quarter is asking, is it stable, the vine that you fixed?
The vine? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's got a little magnet, but yeah, they're stable. I think because I have her set up on a turntable. Probably when I was rotating her for pictures or something, maybe it hit a wall and it just snapped and flew away and done.
Don't you just hate it when you were the one that did it by accident? You're like that's just more annoying. You
know what? Because I don't know, I'm not sure of it. And that was okay. And now, because I was able to fix it, I feel good. But if I knew I broke it and I wasn't able to fix it, that would have been.
Yeah, difficult. And it's worse too when you're like, oh crap, I did it to myself.
Yeah.
And because you're rushing it, like, oh, I want to do this. I only have like 30 minutes, but I want to do it now. And you break it, you're like, oh, I should have waited, like.
Yeah.
Or something.
Jimmy, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. What's up, brother? Thanks for the super chat. Oh, you bastard! You got me turned up. Shit, you fucker. All right, it's all good. So let's try and make some progress on this because this channel we're very good at. I want to say we've never fully unboxed something before. I don't know. We never make it all the way. So.
No, we have. My mistake.
On yours. Yeah. Well, when I do it, we fucking give up like a third of the way. We're like, fuck it. This looks good enough.
Well, you know why? It's because it was Hot Toys. It's too many parts for you. So.
I mean, even if a statue has too many parts for me, I'm just like, you know what? I think I can just put 3 pieces and it's good to go.
Yeah, see, the thing I would like to see is Payne try and put together without booze a Bayverse Transformer Prime one. I want to see how well that would go.
That doesn't sound like fun. I am not fun without booze. I'm just saying.
I mean, for that thing, since it's like 3 different boxes full of you open it up and you just see pieces all over the place.
Yeah, it would be.
I would want to watch Payne. I would have popcorn ready to watch Payne.
That whole video would just
5 hours trying to put that together.
That video would be me taking the pieces and going motherfucker and throwing shit at the wall and just shattering it just because I don't give a shit. I get to the point where I get pissed off and then I see red. And once I see red, it's over. I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Without alcohol, man, you'd have it together in like 10 minutes.
I think the most complicated piece I've done so far is that Psylocke, that custom Psylocke where she's on the side. When we did it at Fred's and we had Dan and the whole crew over there with that.
That was a lot of pieces, man.
There was a lot of pieces that we didn't even put it all together. I was just like, screw it. Let's just look at her face and her ass and breasts, and that'd be done with it because there was a lot of pieces.
That was all I needed.
Yeah, and I did 3 unboxings that night. That was a 1-to-1 scale and the 2 Psylocks. So I was like, yeah, I'm done.
And you know what? Here's the thing, though. That video actually did really well for us. That video, I mean, you did pretty good. It was like over 412 views for the entire thing. That's pretty decent.
That is really decent. Yeah.
And it was a long one, too. So, yeah.
It was long, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, definitely. All right,
It
so
was
let's try and
it
make
was
some
really fun.
progress on this. Let's make some
All
progress
right.
on this because
All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull Mr. Hal out of the box.
Is this 1/6 skill?
yeah,
This 1/6 scale, yeah.
but it ends up being a pretty big 1/6 because of all the shit that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in the light.
Oh, hang on, let me switch to camera 2. There we go.
So in the light, so in my opinion, when I was looking at it first in the boxes, I thought that his outfit was too dark. I think the green is a little too dark. The shading's really good. The paint on the legs is really good. The blacks. I mean,
I like the
No,
pose too.
no, the pose is great. I really do like the pose. His sculpt is phenomenal. His hair is really good too. Surprisingly, it's really good.
Connor, if you're in here, Connor, in the chat, you're like the biggest Green Lantern fan I know. Like, throw a comment, let us know what you think. But Carlos, you're a comic guy. What do you think so far from the looking at the Hal Jordan?
Looks good. I like it. I don't really know much about Green Lantern Corps or anything, but I do know that Connor finally caved in on the DC pieces, and he pulled the trigger on the 1/3 Hal Jordan by Prime One.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. I think I'm about to pull the trigger on that one as well.
And
But
Sinestro.
I turn my little light on. I don't know about Sinestro, but I turn my little light on here. It might be a little
good, bro.
bright. Let me.
No,
That's very
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the light, it looked a bit like olive green or something, but it looks very good. I
Yeah.
like it, and it contrasts nice with the construct.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think what they did was they didn't want the green to match the construct green, so they made it a little darker. But I do believe in the comic books his green is a little bit more lighter than that. But that I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is like the green has to be different from the background.
Right.
So
his
because
portrait.
Look, the green on the lantern symbol on his chest is a different green too, so they had to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in design school, the main thing that you learn is you have to create contrast. You have to make things read. So this was probably more of a necessity rather than an aesthetic choice.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I was thinking at first, because I was like, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, it makes sense to contrast the greens. But looking at it in person, like I said, I was just looking at it in the box and I was like, I wasn't quite sure I was happy with it, but after I took it off, yeah, this is a great piece.
Actually, you're doing a very good example right here. So pro tip, guys, have a makeup brush on the ready. Makeup brush, that kind of brush that's used for, I only know this because my wife buys a lot of the shit for mascara, but that's a mascara brush, and that thing is very good for dusting your pieces, guys.
Yeah.
So
I only have this one size because I have 3 women in the house, so they like to steal things. So this one I gotta hide. But yeah,
Nice.
get smaller ones for little corners, the fan ones, the little fan tip ones, and you can get into those little creases and stuff. Very, very, very important to get that dust off, because that dust will ruin the paint, right? Because it collects the oils and stuff. I do notice some of these pegs have a little bit of wear, like they were put on and off. Some of the paint's off on the peg here, but other than that, it's not affecting it as a complete unit. And he does sit very well. Like, you don't have the gaps. His foot sits perfectly. I don't know if you can see that right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Honestly, I have almost bought this piece like 5 times, and I really like this piece, but I'm really just doing the movie stuff right now, and I don't want to do the comic stuff. And I have the 1/6 Lobo with the bike that I have for sale right now. But what I'm saying is, if I wasn't selling my 1/6 Lobo, I might be tempted to pick this shit up because this thing looks dope in person. Holy crap!
Yeah, it does. It in person looks really, really great. The funny thing you say, like I don't collect 1/6, but I do have a PO for 1/6 that's gotta go, because I was gonna start mixing comic and movie, and I was like, I can't do movie. I gotta stick with comic because that's just me. Queen
I'm
Studios.
the exact opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, so Queen Studios and Hathaway on Batpod is what I
the
got on
1/6.
1/6.
I'm sure you'll be able to sell that pretty quickly. That's a pretty.
Yeah.
A lot of people want that.
So it's
So Venom
sculpted hair.
Venom Tech says his daughter bought him a makeup kit so he can stop grabbing her stuff. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, don't use air cans. I see people using air cans. Don't use the air cans. Okay, you're gonna really destroy the paint on that. So yeah,
okay.
take your time. Take your time. Use the brush. If anything,
that's
just
a good point. The air cans would destroy the paint. It's a very good point. I didn't even consider that. Yeah.
It will destroy the paint because it's got the nitrogen in it and stuff, and it's super cold, and you could affect the paint with it. I would suggest, if anything, get yourself one of them little micro blowers, battery powered, and you can do a little blower on it, foxtail, and then blower and get that dust out of there. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more guns over here. All right.
That is actually a very good pro tip. I never even thought about that. The nitrogen will just from the air cans will destroy the paint. Very good. The good one. Good one. So while he's doing that, Jimmy, let's bring you in a conversation. Are you're like me now, right? You're just staying more movie, or you're still doing some comic stuff? Because you were a big comic stuff for a while too, with all the customs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at, I don't know what. I mean, right now I've got like all Iron Man stuff, you know that, right? So I mean, but I'm gonna have a whole wall that's gonna be empty pretty soon. So I'm really still looking at that Prime One Batman on Throne with the monitors.
That one's good. That one's nice.
Really nice. So
yeah,
I'm thinking if I get that, then I'll definitely go with the DC line on the left side of my room. But I've got everything cleared out, man. There's nothing in here. Even the shelving I had on the right side, it's gone. I took it down because I'm getting those pedestals made and everything. So when I get done, it's gonna look amazing when I get done.
Nice.
So
Don Antonio says, "Hey pimps," and then Venom Tech says, "That's looking dope as hell." Very nice, awesome. And then we still have we have 16 people in the chat watching this madness, and you know what? That's good. Thank you to all the 16. I mean, 16 are the ones who are active. There's more people watching, but thank you to everybody who's in the chat and active. You know what? I appreciate you. My numbers are a lot smaller these days, but you know what? I'm a lot happier. You know why? Because the audience that here finally they get what I'm about and no bullshit. Fuck all those fake people. They can suck my cock. Anyway, let's keep going with this. I like those guns.
Well, you're welcome. I've been.
Are you talking about
Will's
or Hal's?
Well, I was talking about Green Lantern, but Will has some nice guns. No, Will has some very nice guns, but Will has to have nice guns. He's got 2 daughters. He's got to kill men over.
Yeah.
Look at his pose, man. That looks awesome.
Yeah, he's looking really good. I wish the camera too. The tripod I have is one of the portable ones, so I can only go so high. I kind of wanted him a little bit higher, but maybe
can you pan?
I could pull.
Can you tilt? Can you tilt up? Tilt?
No, if I tilt up, it drops down. So it's like the phone's too heavy for the stand. I just gotta order a better tripod, or order.
I mean, it looks pretty good shot right now.
Yeah, I mean, I had ordered.
Your main cam's gone, so your audio's gone because your audio's tied to main cam. Well, he'll be back in a second. Anyway,
in the meantime, how are you feeling about the J&D Lord of the Rings license?
Give me a minute, guys.
No problem, Will. Dude, I'm so glad I don't collect Lord of the Rings, and I'm not a fan because I saw. I mean, hang on. I'm gonna backtrack. They announced Liv Tyler, Arwen. Yeah. I'm like, but when they eventually announced Cate Blanchett, Galadriel, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Well, but then again, you could make a case for a standalone Galadriel, or maybe Galadriel and Lord Elrond and Dawn. You don't need to go the full Fellowship or anything.
Oh, I don't give a shit about the Fellowship. I'm just kidding. I would only get it because of Galadriel.
No, go around. Hey, whatever. Come here. Hey, guys.
Well, we can hear you.
Where am
We can't. This is the other one.
The kid?
This is cool.
Yeah, you like
I'm
that
gonna
one?
take a video. I'm gonna take a video.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so my other daughter just got back from her basketball thing. So this is Samantha. This is the young one.
This is Will Jr. too.
Will Jr. too. Yeah, this is Samantha. All right, sweetie. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, she called and the boy dropped her off, so I had to press his ass a little bit. And then I got
He
to come
said, "Hi, my name's William. How are you?"
back. Get out of here.
Will
All
Jr.
right.
too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, she was smart about it. She caught me on my live stream instead of on a regular day, because on a regular day I would have, anyways. But let me go ahead and grab the other two pieces.
Oh, see, she is smart.
Yeah, she
Regular
knew I
day,
was
you
doing
would-
this.
Yeah, regular day you would have been like, "Who this boy cutting up on my daughter? Like, what's going on?
No,
What's
yeah,
going on?"
yeah. She knows it too. And she's like, well, he's doing his live stream right now, so it'd be a good time right now.
Oh, little smart kid. Awesome.
No,
Got
she's
him.
a smart one. Oh yeah. No, this
He
one
got
right
you.
here, man. She's all honors classes, straight A's, wants to be a vet, all that good stuff. She's doing very well.
Good.
That's awesome, man. Happy
Good.
for you, bro.
Yeah.
So here's the last two pieces on this. And these are massive. Okay.
Hang on, let me answer a question real quick. So Don Antonio was saying, I thought last week was the last Friday show. I was like, yeah, Don, you're not wrong. Last week was the last statue show. Moving forward, I'm just doing unboxings when they come up. And then this was very last minute added last night because Will had a piece to unbox. So I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, we'll just do it. But yeah, the statue shows used to be 10 o'clock on Fridays. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to sit there and talk about statues. I think it's fucking stupid and wasting my time. But I'm happy to get shit-faced drunk and do unboxings with my friends and talk about fucking nothing. Because that's all this channel's about is fucking nothing.
There you go.
So anyway, this was last minute. Will was like, hey man, I want to do an unboxing. I'm like, all right, sure, we can do it. So that's why we have a show on. But in the future, if I ever do any unboxings, it's gonna be mostly Saturday nights at 11:30. If I do it, I just don't have time during the week anymore. But Don, thank you so much for checking us out. I appreciate your time. It means a lot. Thank you so much. So anyway, sorry, we'll keep going.
No problem. I'm gonna try to connect his power ring here, but I think you gotta put so there's this piece here where the power is coming from his ring to the
Where does that peg into?
so it does peg into his ring, and then it pegs in behind to the construct. So you gotta be very careful because you don't want to snap the little peg that goes in his ring, which might be a flaw.
Are these
It's very-
plastic pieces that go on the side, the hook on the side, or are they polystone?
They kind of feel like polystone and PVC because they are a little bit malleable. Okay,
Alright.
there we go. All right, I got it. So, all right, there's a finished product right there.
Nice. Wow.
So he's a beast.
Hey, Will, can you go to main camera and just pan up a little bit so we can see everything? Because right now I'm seeing more.
Right,
than-
the table. Yep. I
So
gotcha.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna answer some questions. FBJ is like, "How are you supposed to get that Prime One sponsorship?" I'm like, "Bitch, I was never after anybody's fucking sponsorship, ever. This is the one thing I refuse to do. I'm just fucking for bullshit. I don't want no fucking sponsors. Fuck that shit. I don't need their charity. Like, no, fuck that. You know, they all can suck my pee-pee hole.
After you skin it.
Well, I'm not gonna skin my own pee-pee hole. That would hurt, and I did not do anything to deserve such torture. The fuckers that will unleash hell on, they definitely do deserve such torture. Venom Tech says, "Fist pound." There you go. Thank you. Nelson's like, Green Lantern is looking awesome. Venom Tech says, "Damn, that's fire." Don Antonio says, "Pain and X are my favorite statue influencers." Damn, Don. I don't think I'm at X's level. I mean, X is just, X is awesome. I'm just a fucking asshole. But thank you for even considering me in that scenario. If anything, somebody said last week I'm more like Rick and Morty. I'm like, that, my friend, that for sure. Oh, Chasen's giving me the razz again. He says, longest unboxing on YouTube right here. Hey, Chasen, how long have we been friends? You know what I'm like. So, anyway, you know what? Look at this face. I'm going to drink a shot.
God damn it! I ran out.
I'm just glad literally he didn't try and say, look, just go suck my pee-pee hole, and then, you know.
So
no,
measurements.
No homo. No homo. No homo.
All right,
No homo.
measurements.
We're friends. No homo.
So depth wise, it's about 17 and a half. So from tip of rocket to the back of the base, 17 and a half. It's about 14 inches wide, and about from the base to the tip of the rocket about 21 and a half. So it's
Wait,
not
the tallest. Is it the tallest rocket, dude?
Yeah, the tallest rocket. So if I go base, the tallest rocket, it's about 22 and a half. Yeah.
So it's got some heavy
guess
presence
what?
to it.
That is
So
not
it's
gonna
got
fit
it,
in that Vesta.
No, it's got quarter scale status for sure. It's just he's 6 scale, right? So for those of you who are like, well, I'm gonna collect the 6 scale Hal Jordan, be like, nah, it's more quarter, man. I mean, with all the stuff going on with them, it's a lot more quarter scale than it is 6 scale.
This thing's gorgeous, man. I mean, in
It is.
person, holy shit, that looks so good.
How does this make you feel maybe about that Hal Jordan and Sinestro's third scales from Prime 1?
I'll
Seeing
still
like
go third
something
scale
like this.
over. I would rather go third scale.
Yeah, I mean, I'm my goal right now is to finish collecting the rest of the Justice League, the OG, so the 7 characters, right? So I need Green Lantern, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, and Flash. Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman are in the works with commissioners right now. I'm in talks with. And I think Chasen posted that Aquaman. I think a lot of people saw that. That's probably the first one to start. And then I think I'm just going to go with the Prime 1's Green Lantern. I do like it a lot.
It's
And
good. I like that one. I almost bought that one.
I'm curious to see it in person. I do have a few more statues to sell that are my own just so I could fund that piece. But yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to show it here, like the unboxing, because that thing's so tall. I think it's like 36 inches or something, 40 inches. It's like this Hush Black.
You just got to move the camera back.
No, I got a chandelier right here you can't see. I got to cut the wires off that and get rid of it. Yeah.
Well, maybe you don't do that, bro.
Well, I'll say the one that had me like of this, like, because I'm a big Green Lantern fan. Like, I've read the comics, especially Jeff Johns, Blackest Night, Sinestro Corps War. Sinestro is for the last 15 years, Sinestro is my favorite DC villain, like way and above almost anybody. So I saw that Sinestro third scale, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's like Sinestro Corps! I may need to buy that." Before I ever considered buying a third scale or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. And it makes you want, it makes you.
And
want
they have the tri-eye, and they have
they got the tri-eye,
piece.
yep.
You know, not who I would have selected of the Sinestro Corps.
No,
there are a lot more other guys and ladies who I would have had be that quarter scale, but he kind of fits being quarter scale versus third scale size of Sinestro. But like, I looked at that and was just like, dude, like, man, if I was going to get a third scale, I thought I would get that. But the price, I wasn't at the time willing to make. This is before I bought my first J&D even. I wasn't willing to necessarily make the jump on third scale all that much for how much they were. But I see something like this in 6 scale and I just go, dude, I just think I would go back and I'm seeing this. I know there's a Hal Jordan, and Hal Jordan is my favorite Green Lantern, but I always think of the Sinestro. Like, this has me thinking about that third scale Sinestro right now. Just going, man, maybe do I have to go back and buy it?
Hey, Lane.
Yeah.
That Sinestro?
Yeah.
That dude looks like a Chippendales dancer, bitch. Just saying.
It's time to get new glasses there.
He be there like, hey, what's up, Lane?
In terms,
yeah.
Just don't trip over your own feet and fall face first into your Avengers.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
There was another Sinestro. I don't remember if it was a license or custom or which scale it was, but it had like a salamander or dragon something.
Parallax. Right? That was the XM6 scale.
That was very cool.
Parallax base. I own that. That's the one
Parallax,
I have.
That's awesome.
That was very similar how like this one was, where it's 6 scale, but with the base and everything Sinestro. And and everything max height. It was like 19 or almost 20 inches or something like that tall
Very
too.
cool.
But that base for that thing was because it was parallax
Yeah.
basically was so effing heavy. Like most of the parts you put to it were
Yeah.
basically Sinestro on top of parallax, on top of kind of this kind of rock outcropping and stuff.
So,
Yeah, the only-
Will, question
yeah.
for you from Venom Tech. He wants to know, Will, if you get the Prime 1 Green Lantern, are you also going to get Sinestro, personally?
No, because I'm not doing the villain line. I was thinking about it. There's different lines I want to do, and I wish, and I was gonna make this comment. I wish they would have did a different pose with Sinestro because it's too much like the Green Lantern, how Jordan's pose, and I feel that they should have done something different, more stoic for him, because he's one of those like uppity villains that thinks he's better than everybody. So there's I don't know if you guys seen Wicked 3D, and they did Sinestro, and he's got his arms behind his back. Kind of reminds me of Darkseid Prime 1's with his arms behind his back. And he's kind of up like this, and that pose just it worked for him. But the way Prime 1 did it, I didn't really care for it. So, but I don't know. I might go villain line. We'll see once I collect all my Justice League and go from there. But I got several lines I'm kind of working on. I'm working on X-Force stuff right now, so I'm picking up a few of those. So I just got to taper down and just like concentrate on one and then start on the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. We all definitely.
Yes, that's why I'm not jumping to Hot Toys. I'm like, no, forget about it. I ain't doing that. I'm just going to stick to what I need to stick to.
I have the Master Tribe deal for you on that X-Men line.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hang on. Look at that face. He is enabling. He is straight up enabling. He's enabling, and he's gonna give you the best deal you're gonna find. But the motherfucker is enabling. I love it.
Here's my problem with that, Carlos. And I don't get me wrong. I think they're amazing and they're X-Force. And I'm like, okay, I might get hooked on this. It's the scale. The scale is what bothers me because most of my stuff is quarter, and this is like 1.3, 0.5, 0.7, 0.9 thousands of. It's like, come on. Yeah,
and then that's the thing. I had a guy lined up for Domino for months. He was gonna get it a couple of months ago, but then he wanted to wait. And then again, I never push. I do enable, but I never push. So it's whenever you feel like it. If you change your mind, that's fine. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm super flexible like that. So I just follow up every month or so, or not even whenever I remember. So I hit him up like a couple of days ago. He's like, oh, you know what? I was gonna get her, but I got I remember some other gal from that line, Psylocke or something, and he's got a shelf full of 1/4 scale comic ladies. He's like, oh, she doesn't scale well, and I'm like, dude, she's 1.3, 0.5, 0.7, point whatever. You know this, But yeah, so he's not feeling like getting her anymore, and that's fine.
And that's kind of a little bit of the struggle. It's like, okay, what do you do with your quarter scale stuff if you're going to go to that 1.3? And let's say that specific group or any group decide not to do that 1.3. Now you're stuck with this oversized scale that doesn't match any of your things, right? So that's like what's rolling in my head right now. But those are two characters
in a vacuum, and if you have like a dedicated, at least shelf level, I mean, they do display incredible together, right? And I'm not enabling anymore, or am I? But yeah, I mean, if you have like a dedicated shelf for those, I mean, they do display awesome. I did have Wolverine and X-23 from that line displayed together for a time, and they looked fantastic.
Yeah, no, those two did look really good together. Yeah, they did. But but yeah, it's just...
you know why I don't have the same problem you guys have?
I know.
Because I buy sexy statues based on my jack-off ability.
Which is infinite.
So Tashi, I know you did that giveaway, and I mentioned that it should have been blue. But have you seen the Thanos one? Did you order that one?
Well, the winners didn't order the Thanos bar, but I would have done it though. Because I want to know if the Infinity Stones, if that like sets like the suck cock power drill, like the power level of how much he sucks your cock. I don't know. I just thought it was funny,
That was a good one. That was a good one for sure.
Hey, you know what, Lane? I know you like ducking your head, but this is the only stream that, Let people be
Don't
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hide, Lane. Don't hide.
Don't hide. Don't hide. Own it. Own it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Live it. Be it. That's what I'm saying. You know why? Because
I'm free in all the ways that you are not. I'm free in all the ways that you are not.
You are definitely prettier than me.
no, free in all the ways that you're not prettier. That's Tyler Durden. That's not me.
Lane, I think it's just he's got more hair. I think that's just the only difference.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, but like, I go from Payne to Jimmy, and it's just hair envy just explodes forth.
I just know that people are confused right now because we both look like twins, so no one knows who is who.
Yeah. Just one wears glasses and one doesn't.
Yeah.
But I do. I was going to tell you.
Bitch pudding! Blam!
It's cursing.
Sorry.
I do have somebody that has that J&D Harley that I might be unboxing, so I think I'm excited for that. So I got to schedule a time to pick that one up and do that.
That's a nice one because it doesn't have 15 pieces.
Right,
Putting the little accessory. That one's the accessories are a pain in the butt to have to put on.
Right. But I do have that custom She-Hulk, and I have Wonder Woman Prime 1 Rebirth coming in. They're already on a ship on their way. So look forward to a couple more unboxings here. And the person that actually gave me this to do the unboxing and put it up is actually getting, and Carlos is going to love this, Madeline Pryor CBS. Yeah, I'll be doing an unboxing for her too.
Sexy one. The one in the bathtub.
Yep. The one in the bathtub.
Nice.
So I never seen one in person. So he said he's got it. He's like, let's do the unboxing. I don't think he's selling it, but he wants me to do an unboxing, and I'm so curious to see that product in person.
Yeah, because that guy, that product usually, the paint's always doesn't have the best reputation. So I'm curious to see what it says live too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
his paint job kind of reminds me, and not the shit on.
oh, don't
what's his
worry, we
name?
shit on everything here.
Yeah,
This is the channel that we piss on everybody's dreams. This is the channel.
So PCS kind of reminds me of CBS.
Oh, wait, hang on. I like PCS. The new PCS under Ann Adams, I really like him a lot. So don't shit on him. He's a friend. I like him.
I'm not shitting on him whatsoever because I'm basing it on pictures, right? First time I seen a PCS.
The old PCS stuff. I agree.
Probably because I saw Tim's Chung-Li, and I was actually very surprised with the skin tones and the shading and everything on it. There were some deficiencies I saw that he didn't, and I pointed it out to him. But other than that, I was actually pretty surprised with it. But a lot of people have been complaining about their poison. That their poison.
Lane has that. Lane, did you pick yours up?
You're muted, Lane.
I'm going to pick that up tomorrow.
Yeah, check her portrait out.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, check her portrait out. Someone was saying like the paint on the portrait was off, but it's to each their own statue because Tim had both of them next to each other, and one had defaults that the other one didn't. So it's just QC issues.
I'm interested, which is interesting for PCS running into some of those issues because they're, we were talking about some having low ES and everything. Like their ESs on their statues have becoming, that poison by herself is only 175.
Yeah,
because I know
really collectible again, which is nice.
Yeah, because I know my comic shop literally last week pulled it out, but I said I'm moving, guys. I don't want an extra box. As I found out the hard way when my movers were like, "Oh, we'll carry your statues in," and I ended up like, "Yeah, no, that's okay," and stuck them all in my car, and then took them all out and carrying them up the stairs today.
Right.
But like they had mine out. I was actually surprised how big the box is for it, actually, but. I've been following that a little bit, which I was kind of like, oh God, no, don't tell me this. But in general, it seems like there have been a pretty good amount of statues, from various companies have been having some QC issues with some of their stuff with paints and stuff recently with some pieces. Do you think it's because of thanks to shutdowns and other stuff, maybe they're having to try and rush production a little bit on some of their pieces and stuff?
Well, I think it depends, right? So if you get, let's say, Prime 1 has a factory, and then you get a custom commissioner who wants to use the same factory, well, guess what? He's going to wait because Prime 1's going to have 1,000 statues, and this guy's going to have 30. right?
Yeah.
So then maybe they want to pump out the 31st and the QC's crap, and then they just ship them out to everybody else. Surprisingly, that Mystique from that company, the paint was on point. I'm very picky. I look at everything, and I couldn't find one QC issue on the paint whatsoever. I just had the magnetic issue with the pegs and stuff, with the extra portraits. But other than that thing's a masterpiece. If you like, Mystique and all. The color of her paint was great too. So I didn't find any issues, but talking to several commissioners, different ones, they say the same thing. If somebody has a larger ES, they're going to focus on that because that's more money.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or PCS is? I mean, their older stuff was pretty bad. I mean, I cannot deny it was pretty bad. I had a lot of their statues, and it was always their paint job. It seemed to be just
lackluster. Yeah.
Well, now it's gotten much better, but in my opinion, it's still not as good as some of these other companies. So I see a lot of just kind of blemishes or just it not being done well.
They seem flat. Yeah, the Vampirella, exactly. That's the one I was going to bring up because I was going to order that Vampirella, but I kept seeing the pictures and I'm like, okay. And then Prime One goes and does Art Gem, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to order that.
Yeah.
But when you look at the pictures, and I said, don't base it off the pictures, look at it in person. But she just seems very flat. It just doesn't look like there's enough detail on that.
And Poison looks cross-eyed almost some points.
Yes, she does. Yeah, she does.
Did they ever make the Hugo? Did they make Hugo with it too?
Yes, they did.
I've seen the Hugo looks good. Like from
he looks okay.
People.
Yeah.
It's one of those things sometimes where we talk about. I had someone going to me because I had like the Batman from the Justice Buster next to the Huntress from Sideshow, because they were like, "Why are you having those together?" I'm like, "Shouldn't you have another?" Well, I don't see at the time Prime One do many quarter scales as much now as maybe they are. But I said, "Well, but it's part of primarily quarter scale. What I'm collecting is just Batman. If it's a Batman character, they're going together. I don't care who the manufacturer is of it.
Right.
As long as it's a character I don't have in that, and it sort of makes sense.
Well, I'm doing the same thing.
I'm going to have XM because I'm going to have right next to that Batman, I'm going to have the purple suit Catwoman because I want Batman and Catwoman together on the same thing. Is two of my that Justin Izzy Batman is one of my favorite Batmans I've ever seen. Like I fell in love with that stat. Just that Batman, although I'm trying to get mic'd and trying to Jedi mind trick him to send me that Kryptonite spear, that the one that comes with the Buster Deluxe.
He's not going to do
Oh,
that.
you didn't get that?
Yeah, no, he already. I was just like, you want to send it to me? And he's like,
No,
that's the best part.
And actually, that's a very good segue. Carlos, are you still doing the Justice Buster thing, or are you still going to move that? And you don't have to answer that on air if you don't want to.
It's coming. So it's coming. If I can move it, I'll move it. I think with the price I paid for it, I can move it if I want to. I want to see it.
The really question is, do you want to?
I want to, just because everything else is 1/3. But I do want to see it in person. I want to unbox it. I want to open it. I want to see it. I want to put it together. And then if I move it locally, because I already got burned recently with a shipment. I have shipped a couple of statues already, but the last one I shipped, the main part of the base snapped in half. So that was a bad experience. I mean, my customer was happy in the end, but I had to take a big hit on it. So that wasn't nice. I'm kind of hesitant about shipping again. So if I can move them locally, better. If not, I'll try and do it. If I keep it, I keep it. I don't know. I love it, but everything else is 1/3. So I don't know.
I mean, I think it might be all right because like Dr. Mike just put his up, and he had like War Tank next to Justice Buster, next to the XM Hulkbuster.
I saw
They all kind of fit okay.
And
I
then
mean,
again,
it's a little bit small, maybe like 3 inches off in terms of overall height.
So this right here is kind of what you would see if you had like a 1/4 and a 1.3.5 or whatever from that X-Force line.
Yep.
So this is a 1/3 and a 1.3.5 point whatever. So they don't look terrible.
They look okay.
I mean, one standing and one crouching, and then again, Omega Red is supposed to be kind of like a larger guy. But I mean, just display-wise, they don't look terrible. You know,
They don't. I don't.
They're there,
I think
and
they look fine. Yeah.
whatever. So
I think it depends on the character too, Carlos. So think about it. If you had that 1.35 Colossus next to other X-Men, but he's
yeah,
bigger naturally, right? So it would look okay, or a Juggernaut, or Apocalypse, or something like that. Then that would be fine. But when you get characters that are in the comic the same height, and then you're off on, quarter from 1.3,
yeah.
you could tell. But that's what I mentioned to the commissioner. I said maybe I'll pick up that Colossus because he's supposed to be bigger than anybody anyways, so it
Hmm.
wouldn't make a difference, right?
Yeah.
So you just kind of got to play with it as a collector and see what you want to go. And don't get me wrong, that 1.3, that customs group, their portraits are, man, they knocked
Yeah,
it out
the
of the park with a female
female.
portrait. Yeah.
It's difficult because I can't justify it anymore. They don't fit at all in my
Right.
plan. But
Right.
that Madeline Pryor, I'm loving the throne. I'm loving everything. I don't even know much of the character, but I'm loving it. I mean,
But that's a quarter scale though. I talked to him. It's a quarter
is it?
scale.
That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, he's
But I
already
mean,
ordered.
anyways, and again, his renders. I mean, he goes all out with sculpts and renders and whatever. But the actual production pieces, they turn out so good. I mean, the attitude sucks. That takes so much away from the whole experience. But the product, the quality is there. I mean, that line
It's
is
there.
amazing.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you on that for sure.
So
100%.
pivoting real quick, Jimmy, what happened to Bison? He's not in the back of your
Oh
thing
yeah, I
anymore.
sold it.
Oh, you actually you moved it?
Yeah, I moved it, and I moved
Oh,
it
so
quick.
you really fucking sold everything, and all you have left
Yeah.
is Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rebuilding everything, so that was
So the
hard to do,
only
bro, because I love Street Fighter so much, so it was tough.
right, yeah. I mean, your fucking profile picture is Akuma as you as Akuma.
Badass.
So yeah,
Badass.
it is a very good picture. So what? So you only have the 2 Hulkbusters and a couple of Iron Men right now? That's it.
Yes, and I boxed up Thor, and the Scar Hulk will be boxed up Sunday, and that went to the same buyer. He bought Scar Hulk and he bought Thor.
Oh,
Wow.
congratulations!
So
That's
that
great.
was, man, that was a huge sale right there. So
Absolutely.
Congratulations! Yeah.
now, have you bought from Collector's Arc? I'm
Yeah,
looking
Randy, yeah.
for from
Yeah,
Randy. Well, I'm kind of pissed because he didn't get back to me on Predator. But anyways,
No,
Um,
he. What happened was, I barely got a few words in with him, but that half scale Infinity Sauron
mhm.
that showed up last week, and that fucked his whole warehouse issue. So he's been running around Singapore trying to get storage for those pieces before they ship out, because not
Okay,
everybody is ponied up for
so
their. That's why he's been like off radar.
well, let me ask you, if you order from him, is it like Todd and takes like 10 years to get it, or do you get it pretty quick?
No, Randy usually gets first. Well, generally it's first batch. Like he gets it.
Okay.
Randy is more. I would consider Randy more like what was that in the Figaro Pop Collectibles where you get first batch. Randy is more like that. But it just depends on whether you like. I mean, obviously, if you order 6 months after everybody else, then you're not going to be on first batch.
Yeah.
But yeah, Randy usually gets things. He gets his shipment and then he immediately airs it out. Because for Singapore, like his warehouse isn't as big. Ben has a warehouse. He holds things a little bit, but Randy tries to usually as soon as something gets in, he tries to get it out within 48 hours because he doesn't have the space to hold it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I need to order Iron Man Mark III half scale, so I'm still looking around to see where I can order from.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, he should get back to you in the next day or so. Just hit him up.
Are you still gonna do the DC 1/3 Dios, Jimmy, or no?
Oh yeah, so I got you remember that? So yeah,
Yeah.
I've got I've got a whole wall, excuse me, with 2 shelves that don't have anything on it. So anything's up in the air. I don't really know what to do yet. I'm looking at them like, man, that'd be great. If I get that Batman on Throne, yes, I would definitely go that route. Absolutely, I will. If I don't do that, it'll be most likely the Doctor Strange Queen
Half scale?
Studios bust. The
Oh
bust,
yeah, the bust. Oh, the
and
bust.
then
Okay.
and then the Thor bust, and then Thanos in the middle.
Didn't
That's
someone
what
just
it'll probably be.
didn't someone just post that Doctor Strange one? It was like $1,000 to ship it to the
Oh
U.S.
damn! I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Sounds
didn't see
like-
that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I just saw it earlier before we
Mhm.
started the show, and whoever posted, I don't know who it was. I think it was on it was they were in the U.S. I believe, and they were on Anton's channel.
Mm.
I can't remember what it was, but he's like, yeah, it was $1,000 to get here, but it was worth it, and he was gonna open it. So the box
Well,
was
maybe
huge.
that was air.
It could be
Maybe so.
DHL. It could
That
be.
might be DHL like 5 days or 3 days or whatever. That
So
might be it.
$1,000 to ship it, and the bus is $4,200.
Or-
4,200. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with taxes and everything, dude.
Maybe
Well,
embargo.
I mean, no.
for
If you
something.
bought it from Anton, then you wouldn't be.
Oh
Paying.
yeah, no tax. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
would.
yeah,
You would
that's
just
right,
be
yeah.
paying. Yeah.
And that's the
Um,
thing. I mean, I've got all the time in the world, right? So towards the end of the year, I was feeling those end of the year blues, and then again, pressure, and enabling. I pulled the trigger on that Superman versus Doomsday diorama,
Oh man.
Oh,
which I had been
remember that.
eyeballing for a while, but then
you
I
had
got
a
this
really
crazy
good price
deal,
too.
shipping and
Yeah,
taxes included.
yeah.
I think I paid less than retail shipped.
Yeah, you had a good deal on that. Yeah,
That's
so
a
that
good
wasn't
deal.
bad.
You
Yeah.
get it
So
from
that's
where'd you get it from?
Marcos,
direct?
collector's zone.
Yeah.
Oh, Collector's Zone. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I talk with him all the time, Marcos, and
I think he gets stuff last, like later than Todd.
yeah.
But then again, I don't mind waiting if I'm getting those greater deals. It's
Yeah.
the
Yes,
trade-off.
Does
if you
he-
don't mind
does he
waiting,
have
that's
the-
way to go.
Does he have the coupon, like the 10%, 50%, or was that just
Yeah,
something he was doing?
Towards
He
the
does
end of the
every
year,
month.
he normally has at least. I mean, default you always get 10 regardless.
Okay.
Most of the time lately, to offset shipping, he's been doing like 18s. Towards that year end one, I got like 20 off or whatever. So it was crazy. It's almost retail, if not less, shipped. So it's like
Yeah.
Mhm.
can't beat that.
Where are you gonna put it, Carlos?
Doesn't
That's a
matter.
problem for down the line. That's a
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
for
doesn't
down the
matter.
road.
Sounds like
He'll put it on
chasing.
He'll put it on a sidewalk
I'll-
with a
I'll-
Rottweiler.
I'll do a NAS. I'll just do a NAS. I'll leave it in the
just leave
box
it on.
forever.
I can't
Honestly, that
say-
piece
I mean,
that piece is beautiful. I almost bought it several times, and I didn't even like comic. Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it. I mean, I don't mind waiting, bro. But if it comes to Iron Man, I cannot wait. It's got to be here. I mean, just
Oh,
like
wait, speaking of which, happy anniversary!
oh, thank you.
And it's his anniversary, and then his wife got him an Iron Man snuggie.
Yeah, she did.
Did you wear it yet?
No, I have it though. She's I think she's like she ordered me that Robert Downey Jr. signed portrait for our anniversue. So I'm
Oh,
looking forward to getting that at dinner tomorrow.
That's cool.
So yeah,
See,
I really
I
want
just saw the snuggie, so
that.
You should have worn a snuggie on the panel.
I damn near did, man. I damn near did.
like
So.
snuggie. Oh yeah, oh yeah, baby. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Yeah, anything else I can wait for, man. But I just love Iron Man. I guess I can't wait. Just like Mike got 42. Did you see that, Payne? He
The
got
statue.
He got 1/4. He got the 1/4.
Yeah, he got it from Sugo. He bought it from Sugo.
Yeah, Sugo. So I'm like, Ben, what's going on, man? What's going on?
I think
I'm
he
still
just hasn't
waiting.
gotten his allocation yet. That's all.
Yeah, I'm still waiting, man. So
Honestly, I've never liked the 42, the goal, so I don't really care. For me, I'm waiting for the 43, the 3. I don't care for the Mark 1, but the 40. I mean, the 42, the pose does look good though. I know you love the Mark 1. I know you love the Mark 1. I know you do. I just never. I like Iron Man when it's red and gold. When it's
Yeah, I
like
got
the clunky cave suit, I'm like, it's a clunky cave suit.
Hey, man, oh man, come on, it's the best one.
I don't know. Just
That's
I mean,
funny.
personal prep. That's the thing. Everyone likes their shit, right? Otherwise, we all have the same fucking collection. I mean, shit. I like the porno statues, and a lot of people don't.
The cast-offs, all the cast-offs.
Yeah. I honestly, guys, you know the Thanos one where he's like Jacko and his ass is up, like face down, ass up, ready to pop. Dude, I want to buy that. I want to buy that to review it and live unbox it. And I kind of I missed it, but I want to buy it. I want to find it. I think it's like $200.
I'm gonna message I'm gonna message that company so they can make it 1/3 specifically for you.
Dude, it's fucking. All right. I gotta do this. I gotta do this because this is the channel where we celebrate idiocracy. Look, dude, it's fucking Thanos like that. Okay, face down, ass up. I mean,
Jacko pose.
the Jacopo. I mean, shit. How do you? I can't understand anybody who gets offended by that shit. And it's like, oh my god, what are they doing to my favorite character? What the fuck, dude? How do you not find it funny? I mean, I don't understand is how. Why do you all have to? Why do you pieces of shit have to take that so seriously? How is that not the most funniest thing ever? I love that thing.
I find it
I gotta
funny
buy
that
one.
it actually I think it's sold out. To be
That's
honest,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was late on the PO that I think it's sold out. It was just kind of a bummer to be honest. But yeah, I would buy one to unbox it because I think it's fucking fabulous. Because I really want to know if they covered the cock with underwear or you see butthole. Or there's so many questions.
I mean, how do you even know what he has? He's like an alien, so we don't really know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I want to see.
Right?
I'm very curious as to what the artist who is sculpting came up with. As I'm saying, these are very important and interesting questions. I'm just saying. Y'all gotta laugh at things, man. You gotta learn to laugh at yourself, for God's sake. Anyway, what do I know? I just get drunk.
We're in the wrong decade, I think, for that. We're in the wrong decade for that. No one laughs at themselves anymore.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They just yell at everybody else.
Well, this is what I say. The world needs more hookers.
I think we got a lot of those. That's what OnlyFans is for.
Yeah, well.
Hey, I'm gonna do I'm slowly transitioning to OnlyFans. I'm letting you know. It's gonna happen.
Well, from the last strip tease you gave us, I can see why.
Oh, I'm fat now. I gotta actually, work at being like not ugly.
So,
and then
hey, Payne,
maybe I can do it.
I know you're not talking too much about statues much anymore, but I know
I don't give a shit.
I know you're also a J&D guy. So are you considering that Arwen?
No, I was telling you guys earlier. Yeah, when you guys when you were gone or somebody was gone. No, I don't I don't really care that much about Liv Tyler, but fucking Kate Blanchett when they do Galadriel, I think I'm screwed. And I would just get Galadriel just because I just love Kate Blanchett.
I have a hard time believing that he will say no to anything, considering he is going to buy fucking Mara.
Dude, why would I not buy Mara?
Your attraction to the poo fish lady, I find disturbing.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you this: can you not separate the active character of Mara that was played beautifully by Amber Heard as an actor from Amber Heard the person? That's what I don't understand. People who are so offended by that cannot separate the two.
That you think she played the character beautifully.
Well, I think she did. Well, you see, the people who don't think that are very diehard comic people who feel a certain way about it. I don't give a shit about the comic.
Diehard comic person.
Yes.
Oh, that is the most romantic thing you have said ever on this show.
No. You are diehard comic, and I don't give a fuck. That's the difference. See, I thought she was great as Mara, and I don't care.
I
don't care if she...
I'm just mostly making fun of you, but I think
I know.
Actually looks great. I think the piece actually looks great. Whatever,
But there are a lot of people who cannot separate the two, and that's my question. Can you? I mean, guys, you guys can chime in, please. It's not just about me and this schmuck talking, but can you separate the actor from what they do versus the character? I mean, I just think I just see it as two different things.
I'm more money driven, so if the value of that J&D drops because she shits in her bed, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I mean,
drops on the resale or drops on the retail?
Either or, it doesn't matter. As long as it's cheap, I'll buy it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, but do you mean cheap for J&D? So instead of being like 2,400, it drops down to 1,900.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Go ahead.
So J&D Catwoman, why is her price dropping? Because her fucking head pops off. And it happened to me when I shipped it. I did everything I could possibly do to secure, and he received the J&D, and the head was popped off. So the value's dropping. Now you can see her for what, 1,800? Next, it'll be for 15 because people can't get rid of it. So if Amber Heard's mirror is going to be shitting all over the place and her price drops to 15, fuck it, I'll buy it.
Let me ask you this: you were full comic all the way. So are you happy with J&D now because you've seen one in person, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I never really cared about J&D at all until I saw Catwoman in person. I was very impressed. I don't like the engineering that they did with it and why that Catwoman's head's popping off. Terrible engineering in terms with that, because that
is one specific bat show.
Right.
What number was it? What number was it? Do you remember?
Oh, good question. I have to look that up. It might have been a later number.
It was a specific batch, I think, because mine was 698 out of 800, and that batch was fine.
No,
mine had no issue.
I think this one was in the 6. And when the customer FaceTimed me and we were looking at it, I asked him how much glue is on there. He's like, there was like barely no glue on the head.
Yeah, that was a problem. There was a batch where they didn't put enough glue, and that's why it popped up.
Yeah,
I'm not defending them. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then the way they handled it was shit too.
Yeah, so he asked me my recommendation. I said, drill a hole on the base and on the head, stick some magnets. Now you can take it on and off if you want and match up the paint, because it did chip a little bit of paint on the collar. And when you ship it to whoever else wants to buy it, at least it's detachable, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. I wouldn't glue it back on personally. I just put some strong magnets on it. And I don't know why her piece was so expensive to begin with, because the only thing that was hyper realistic was her face, not the hands, not anything else, because it was all in a suit, right? So I'm curious to see. I don't know. Is the Harley Quinn the gloves? Is it real hands or is it just gloves? So they don't have to do the hyper realistic.
One is hands. One is real hand. Yeah, actually no, they're both real hands.
The bat carrying.
The bat one is yeah.
Okay, and that's hyper realistic. It's not resin.
No, it's silicone. It's
it's silicone.
Okay, yeah,
it's very high.
It has to be. But it's also part of the problem because the silicone is why you have to put that little piece around the back.
Yeah, it's got to be malleable.
Hold it in.
The thing that I wish that they did for Harley was to have her tummy and her boob silicone, and I didn't get that. That's polystone.
Well, the good thing with the Mara, which might help with that one, is because it doesn't, unlike the Harley, which has a lot of mixed media, and also just, I guess, Toshi, you could comment on it. It has a lot of little stupid accessories you have to worry about trying to put on the
I didn't
thing
like
and
those.
stuff. So,
most of them are in the box. I didn't bother with most of them. I mean, I'm at the point where it's like when it's too small, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. It's in the box. I'm never gonna use it. So Michael Reyes says that Toshi and Frederick bought all of the J&D Harley. He's not Catwoman. He's not wrong. Don Antonio says, aren't all J&D looks like they have lip fillers? So Don, I see what you're saying with the lip fillers. It looks more pronounced on camera through a lens and video and on pictures, but when you see in person, it's a completely different story. It actually looks okay. Yeah, and it's hard to describe to anybody who's never seen it in person.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's like I see that Harley Quinn and I'm like, man, it doesn't really look like her. But like I said, the Anne Hathaway, every time I seen a picture, it looked like I was looking at her through a fish lens, like her head looked fishy.
Yeah, but then when you look in person, you're like, oh,
it's perfect. Yeah, it was perfect. So don't go based off the picture. I do recommend, besides this issue with Anne, J&D, to anybody that wants to get a J&D, it's a lot more than what it is in person. Trust me. It's very impressive. Yeah. It's very impressive for sure.
Yeah. But now, if like we're going to see Arwen, if there may be some more flexibility too about different lines they get, some different properties they do, instead of just the DC heroes and stuff. So you might have an opportunity where, especially if you want a one-off or something like that, you might have opportunities for them popping up here.
I mean, if it's Kate Blanchett, I'll just get it.
Yeah.
That's just
how many do you have? How many that you just have her and then. You just have Mara, right now, or are you getting Superman?
No, I've got Harley, I've got Mara, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
I meant on order. On order.
Yeah, Mara, Wonder Woman, Superman.
Okay.
And I got I didn't want to do it, but I sprang for the bus too, because you have to get the bus to get the switch out hands. So I just got it. It's fine, whatever. Because I mean, if you're in Superman and he's like floating, you don't want the hands open. You want him like this close, like looking like a motherfucker bad.
Oh,
so they were smart.
Totally
they put
calculated.
They put the hands with the bus because they knew people like me would be like, damn it, I want the hands. I don't really care about the bus, but I want the hands. And they're like, fuck it, I'll just pay for it.
Yeah.
So those bastards, they know their audience.
Yeah,
they know
suck you
dumbasses
in.
like they did. So yeah, if they do Galadriel with some sexy clothing, I'm fucked.
Do you know what the ES for Superman was? Do you remember?
1,200 maybe, 1,000, 1,200, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's one thing I'm wondering with just J&D in particular is because their ESs have gone up quite a bit. Like Catwoman was only 800. I forget what.
Then it was like
Wonder
1,000. Yeah.
Harley was 12 or 1,300.
12-ish,
and I'm not speaking, guys, in chat or anything to that. Are they selling out through the website of J&D? I'm just because those ESs for what they're charging for them, like. To me, for the scale, size, and stuff, and yes, I know Prime 1's been becoming more expensive, and some of the other ones have been. But for them charging almost $3,000 for that, I feel like the ESs should be like, not doesn't got to be like 300 or something, but should be like 500 or 600 or something like that. Because with that company, for what they make into it, but also that one's a little bit, maybe not all the time, but a little bit for exclusivity. I think a little bit more with. The price they're charging feels like there should be that a little.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
A little bit, just a little bit.
But I think they're bypassing all that stuff now. Look at Prime 1. Like, you collect a statue and then they come out with the same one with a different color. Ivy's a perfect example. It's like, what was the point of having a 300 ES if you're just going to come out with another one with 1,000? It's the same goddamn thing with a different paint job. It's so J&D instead of J&D doing that, they're just raising the prices and people are buying them. Tashi, for example.
Yeah, well, because I'm an idiot. That's a different story. But I don't know. You've seen J&D. I like them in person.
Yeah,
I love
it's
them.
great.
So I don't mind
It's great.
spending the money. It's I work hard for a living, and if I want to spend on whatever I want to spend on, you can suck my pee hole if you think you're going to tell me otherwise. Like all the keyboard warriors that are in this hobby that want to tell you what you think they can and cannot do. I love hearing. I love hearing all your hate. Please keep sending it my way because I want you to tell you how much I give a shit. Yeah. Carlos, my man, you've been pretty quiet. Are you? What do you think of the flesh tone Ivy? Because I think that one's actually sexy. But what are you owning the green? What do you think about the flesh tone Ivy?
Well, it's a matter of preference. I think that Prime 1 was kind of riding the wave, right? Because a couple of months ago, someone unveiled their custom painted flesh tone Ivy, which again looks fantastic. Actually, our friend Tay, he's thinking of doing his on a skin tone. He already had a painter set up to do his in a flesh tone, his actual green, turn it into flesh tone. So it's good. It's a matter of preference. I mean, this is, and I didn't buy it because of the source material. I couldn't care less. I mean, green, whatever. If they had originally come up with a flesh tone one, and that's the one that was available at the time I was looking, I would have gone for it. I don't care. Green, flesh.
Piece.
I mean,
it's a sexy piece.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's cool that people that missed that, because I paid way more than retail on this one, more than I'm willing to admit. Actually, I did a bit of a custom job on the briefcase there. Where is it? Is it showing?
Did you repaint it?
Yeah, I did. So I did a bit of magnesium color and then some, because originally they found the briefcase in a sewer, so I did a bit of a grime and whatever. So I repainted it because it's mine. I'm not planning on reselling it. And if I do, it looks cool, But anyway, I think it's cool that people get a second shot at it at retail or the new retail, because it's a nice piece. Personally, I like not the green or the other, but it's fine. The hair, I like the hair better on this one.
Yes,
with
I agree.
The wilder hair, I like that sculpt better than the other. Skin tone is whatever. It's a matter of preference. But the hair, I do prefer this one versus the newer one.
Cool. Right on, man. I like the skin tone because I've always wanted a skin tone Ivy, and so when they came out with that, I was like, oh yeah, and it wasn't compared to what Prime 1 charges nowadays. That thing wasn't too bad, and also the best part, she looks like a stripper.
Exactly. So it's cool. It's very cool. I like mine. Again, if I had waited, I would have gone for this one because I paid more than what the new one is.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Right on.
But it's cool.
Right on. Right on.
Well, right now, if you're an Ivy fan, the nice thing is you have plenty of option right now. You've got the skin tone one, you've got the 2/6 scale from Tweeterhead, which are both really nice. Those are nice pieces at their scale. And you got that premium format that, okay, we got to wait till we see a little bit more of it and stuff. But from first impression, that thing looks like it could be a very good quarter scale piece. So if you're a fan of hers, you've got a lot of option now.
No, and then they're doing the new Throne one from Prime Bond as well. That one looks amazing too.
And I think it's Art Gem too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want
Which is Art Gem?
XGem.
The new P1 Ivy on Throne. I think that's based on Art Gem.
I think so.
Might be. I want XM to do one though. I really would like to see them because I really like the Samurai one of her. That's one of my favorite Ivies. But I'd like to see a regular traditional one.
Yeah. Well, what I'm hoping for, and I'm kind of bittersweet on Prime 1 going 1/4 now, because I'm so invested in the 1/3 line. So I kind of wanted another Harley. I like the current Prime 1, with the guns and the mallet. I like that one. I actually had it in pre-order canceled. I like that one, but I would like if they do like a Hush Harley, that would be cool in 1/3. And then I'm hoping against hope they do a Hush Catwoman, but I don't know at this point because they're going 1/4 and then they're doing like the.
They're gonna do both scales. They're gonna do both scales. Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that because I was really looking forward to the Frank Miller trio at 1/3 and they're doing it quarter, and it really pissed me off when I saw the showcase.
Jason asked if we finished the unboxing. We did. We're just talking shit now, as you've come to expect from this channel. But no, I think they're going to do both. They're going to do both because they're not idiots. They like to make money. They don't give a fuck about you or any of the other complaining little bitches out there. They don't care. They like money.
You really think they're going to do a 1/3 with the Frank Miller, Batman, Joker?
No, I think the dials they're only doing 1/4.
Yeah, see, exactly.
But 3 character dials, they always do 1/4 because I have all of their 3 character dials on order. I have the Attack on Titan, I've got the My Hero Academia, and I've got
yeah, but I don't
the
think
other
those
one
were
that I don't
dials.
remember. But yeah, no, 3 characters in a diorama. Yeah.
But the Frank Miller was 3 characters in diorama.
Wasn't it
I thought they were all
character?
separate.
They had Joker
Superman,
was part
and
of
Batman.
the base.
Yep.
Oh no, hang on. Jason says they're separate. Then I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, they're separate. I mean, if they do 1/3, I'm PO in day one because that would be like another trio I'd have. That's amazing. I wanted a Frank Miller one, that Superman that he's holding Batman's head or helmet, and I missed that. And they never did a Batman that was good enough that I liked to match with that Superman. So this trio looks really good, and I was hoping it'd be at 1/3, but they only announced quarter, so it's kind of bummed out.
Yeah, and then now that I have both Batman and Superman, I or 2 sales ago when they do their whatever summer or whatever sale they do at Prime 1 Direct, they almost always have the Super Sons diorama.
Yeah,
1/3.
Yes,
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. So now that I have both, I might reconsider next sale if it's still up there.
Yeah, I consider that piece as well.
Connor says we're still at it, and he says the Green Lantern looks dope as hell. It really does. Let's look at this Green Lantern piece again because what button am I doing? Yeah, that Green Lantern piece that looks good, guys. That looks really good. Hang on, let's go to side cam. There we go. Nice close up. That looks very good.
Yeah,
I mean for a 1/6, it's really big.
It is. It is really big.
I
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be that big when I looked in the box. I was like, okay, but yeah, once you put it up and you get the measurements, it's a pretty big piece.
It definitely commands a lot of space, commands a lot of presence. It's a beautiful piece. Now, this I say, if they made this thing in 1/4, that would be awesome. Because look at it would be huge, the guns and everything and the pose.
Yeah.
If they just made this in 1/4 like they did Lobo, that shit would be. That should be awesome. Connor's like, that's what she said. That's pretty funny. Oh my god, he's so true. So, Jimmy, you're only getting silicone if you get an RDJ silicone head sculpt, right? That means you got to find a Cinema Cat Iron Man 1/3.
They're never gonna do it.
You're never gonna do it.
Well, they're never gonna make a RDJ.
Well, no, I'm talking about the Cinemacat one. That's the only one in existence. 1/3 Cinemacat RDJ silicon head sculpt.
I've never even seen that.
Mike has it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to look at it.
Yeah. It was Mike Edmondson's, and then he sold it. But it was a 1/3 Cinemacat Mark 43, I think, with an RDJ head sculpt that's silicon.
So I know Queen's working on 1/3 now, right? And
yeah,
I'm
I think the
kinda
first one's an
worried.
Iron Man.
I know. I'm kind of
But
worried.
it's not going to affect you, man, because you're already, like me, ridiculously invested in the 1/4, and you got a bunch of halves coming. You're not going to want the 1/3, dude.
Yeah, I
Because
say that.
I have the half 85, so.
Yeah, I just hope it's not a good pose. You know what I mean? It's like it needs to be a terrible pose, and it needs to look terrible. That's what it needs to. I mean,
Otherwise,
it
fucking
needs-
Jimmy's getting 1/6 Hot Toy, 1/4 Iron Man
I can't do
Queen,
them all,
half
man.
Iron Man Queen. Yeah, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah, good. Iron Man's almost done here. Well, I mean, all the pieces are ordered. I need to start almost focusing on the opposite wall that I have, which I have no idea what's going to go there yet. I don't know.
Right on.
So many options.
Yeah. So, Will, so here's an interesting thought. So the person who gave you this to unbox, that was new sealed, or was it already open box?
I think he already had opened it to do
Oh,
an
okay.
inspection. Yeah,
Okay.
so he opened it to inspect it, and then he looked at it and thought it was cool, and then just threw it back in the box, like kind of like I do, because all my shit's in the box except for Superman here, because I haven't got my lazy ass to go build my setup yet. But that's basically
Well, in all fairness, you work 60 hours a week, so.
yeah, 60, 70, around there. So, and then I got these two girls to protect and keep an eye on, so they don't do stupid shit. So
yeah, there you go.
I'm
You're a
pretty
good dad.
busy, so yeah. So I do my best, but yeah, I have a particular setup I want to do here at the house and get my 1/3 going and my quarter scale.
Are
but
you building your own shelving, or what are you doing?
yeah, I have a basic, just a fireplace with my TV on top. So I'm gonna bring that out, block out the fireplace, put an electric fireplace, and then build floating shelves for the quarter, and then a larger base for the 1/3 with plexiglass. So that's kind of my goal right there. It's gonna take a lot of time because, like I said, I don't have much of it.
I
So
hear you for sure.
yeah,
I
maybe.
hear you for sure. Well,
Or one
guys,
or one of the kids move out, and then I just steal one of their rooms and start building my shit there.
There you go.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
one of them is 18, so be careful what you wish for,
Yeah, I know.
because it just gets more and more expensive, man.
Oh, I know
Um,
it. You're telling me.
So guys, we're about at the 2-hour mark, as usual. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like doing statue shows, and unboxings are just really a mask for me to just talk about stupid shit, which is, the only thing I love doing in my life. But we did talk some good topics tonight and some tips here and there, like have a mascara
Yeah, we
brush
did.
on the ready.
Yep.
That piece is actually beautiful. I'm very glad to have seen that on video. It's a beautiful piece. So, Will, the drill is, if whoever out there is interested, all they have to do is, and if you don't know Will personally, you can hit me up and I will put you in touch with Will. If you're interested, just hit up Will on DM on Messenger, and then he can give you the deets on what the deal is on all that stuff.
Yep, for sure.
For sure. All right. Well, guys, we are closed. We've kind of rambled on, talked a lot of good stuff. Thank you guys all for being here. Carlos, thank you for being here and taking the time. Tell us what you got going on in the near future for you, sir.
Well, I got everything. I have the Hush Batman, which is confirmed on a boat on its way, so it should be here within a month. After that, I don't know, because it's Marcos, all bets are off. He gets nowhere near the first batches, but I have the Justice Buster. I have the Diorama Superman versus Doomsday. I've got Talon. I've got What else do I've got? Punchline and Joker, Penguin. I mean, you name it. It's gonna be a next couple of years full of cool stuff, And I got time because I love waiting for this stuff because I got time to plan, set up, and so it's gonna be good.
Well, I think the Batcave is a excellent piece. I had that on order and I had to cancel it. I know I'm not doing comic anymore, but it would be if it makes sense, definitely we should unbox it on the channel if you have the capability and the bandwidth and the time to do it. So definitely looking forward to that. Before I go to Lane, Will, you said what do you have on the boat right now that's on the way?
I have Prime 1 Wonder Woman Rebirth 1/3, and I have a custom She-Hulk that's coming. POs right now, Anne Hathaway on Batpod 1/6 scale. I have the companion piece for Sideshow's Logan, the Green Hulk. There was 3 of them. I picked the Green Hulk because that's just the one I like the most. But the General Ross one looked pretty sick too.
And you are trying to get rid of your Catwoman on Batpod, correct?
Yeah, my PO for that.
Okay.
It's been delayed by Queen Studios. I actually wanted to unbox it, see it in person, but I'm not doing. I'm trying to avoid the movie pieces. To be honest with you, I'm just a big fan of the comics. The only exception I was doing was Michelle Pfeiffer, so I do have her tweeter head quarter scale. I did post it for sale. No one's asking for it, so I just keep it just to keep it because I love Michelle Pfeiffer. But other than that,
I was just going to say
comic.
that if people are interested in the 1/6 Catwoman, they can also hit you up for that if they want to.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, for sure.
For sure. And then Lane, what you got going on next, man? What you got coming in next?
Well, got the Poison from PCS.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Tomorrow,
waiting for. But it's been sitting there for like a week for me to pick up. I've got Catwoman, Purple Suit from XM, and King Batman who's about laughs. At some point, probably later this year. Vampirella, the Art Garden one has been on order since August of last year.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm keeping my eyes out. I am sort of interested maybe in this R1. We'll see how that one pops up. Next, Hot Toys wise, I'm just waiting for the good dude himself, Mr. Hensley at OTR, to get in his. I'm waiting for him to get in his Falcon cap. The Hot Toys figure with the wings. And I've got one of those on pre-order.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's kind of Hot Toys, and then I'm hoping I'll have a little bit of a break for a while before I have something else come. But that's kind of where I'm at the next few months.
Yeah, that Falcon piece is good. I'm happy with the Civil War one or whatever one I had. Winter Soldier, I don't need 2 of them. I definitely do not want to go with 2 of the same character.
Right.
But yeah, that's gonna look good, man. That's gonna look good. That's gonna be a beautiful piece. And then Jimmy, lastly, what you got going on, man? What's coming in for you soon, if any?
Mark 1 will probably be here before anything else, and I think was it 43 after that. But I've got Mark 50 on order also, half scale. I already started seeing people trying to get that in, but I haven't got notification yet. But I know those will be
Mark
shipped pretty
50.
Soon. Is it
half, or did you get both the half and the quarter, or just?
I don't
just
like
the half.
I don't like the quarter one. That's the only Iron Man I don't like. That's the Queen line. But I'm just worried about that lean. And I got Berserk 1/3 from Prime 1.
Nice.
I've got that pre-ordered with the black armor. I got that on pre-order, and
I like that.
I do too. I love it.
Yeah, it's badass.
I have a huge hole that it's either going to go one or two ways. It's going to go with 2 dioramas from Prime 1 with Batman and Superman and Doomsday and Superman together. I'm still not sure what to do yet, but I've got the funds now. I'm just kind of waiting for that to I'm just kind of figuring it out.
So I'm going to do a quick plug for our buddy Jimmy. He runs Godlike Statues, his group on Facebook. Awesome group. Posts a lot of cool shit. And he's at 494. So let's get him to 500. If you are not already a group member of Godlike Statues, please give the man a follow or join or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right.
So yeah,
Thank
help
you.
the man get the 500. It's been a good friend. So, all right, guys.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. We were hovering in the 14 to 21 people tonight, which is pretty good for something like this. But you know, I'm very grateful for the people who guys. So Carlos, Lane, Jimmy, Will, you know, thank you guys for wanting to do your stuff on my channel, and thank you guys for you know, giving your time and hanging out. And for the audience that's watching, you know, thank you guys for stick. You know, I know that the 14 to 20 people who are here tonight, you're the ride hard die hard, and you just genuinely love the bullshit that I do. So thank you. Yeah, because I don't want to fucking do all this, what these other fucks are doing out there. They can then suck my pee hole. But for you guys who are supporting me and you're here because you want to be, I'm very grateful and I appreciate you. So guys, thank you. I think I don't have anything next weekend. I do need to kind of take a break. The whole reason of not doing the shows anymore was to take a break from YouTube because it takes too much of my time. So so hopefully I get to do that. So guys, I am very grateful. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.